Well, howdy. I'm James Johnson, and that's my lovely mother, LaDonna. If
Hello.
you haven't, if you haven't read the first five books of the Song of Ice and Fire series, or you haven't seen the first five seasons of the Game of Thrones television show, we have, and we're going to be talking about it and things that might occur in the future. So, fair warning. In this one, I just wanted to read a comment somebody wrote. Her name's Heather Reed, Riede. I'm pretty sure what she's asking is how I feel about, and I may be wrong. I think what she's asking is how I feel about the fact that Martin apparently has a blue Melisandre. So here's what I wrote in response.
Can you explain what that blue Melisandre is before you go into it?
Martin has figurines. They're small figurines of all of the characters, like not all, but a lot of the characters in Game of Thrones, The Song of Ice and Fire. And one of them is a blue Melisandre, like an icy Melisandre. We can only assume it's ice, but she's bluish. So, I mean, what do we make of that? And she basically asked if this girl, Heather, asked if I thought that Mel was actually going to be the Night's Queen. Heather hasn't responded back to my post, but I wanted to read what my post was to give a better understanding of how I feel about what that blue Melisandre is actually. To me, Mel believes her prophecies are true, which leads her to follow the person she believes is destined for greatness. Now, when I say follow, I really mean infect with her persuasion. Now, think about that. She believes in them, but she persuades them to believe in themselves, arguably to their own detriment. And what kind of greatness does she believe they're destined for? It's really whoever she perceives as the Lord of Light's Messiah. So again, Mel believes her prophecies are true, which leads her to follow, in fact, with her persuasion, the person she believes is destined for greatness, which really just means whoever she perceives as the Lord of Light's Messiah. Now, when I say infect with her persuasion, think about the persuasion in a like Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing. The ability to get somebody to do what you want them to do. Now, she believes in them, which is ironic. She thinks she's doing them a benefit by persuading them. She's not persuading for herself, kind of. She's persuading for them. All right, so in the television show, the trailer for season 6, the loss of Stannis has apparently led her to question this passion. It's all lies. And I saw it in the flames, and it was all a lie. Well, guess what will renew that passion? When she kneels by Jon's dead body, says the words, and watches him rise. She's not going to think that's going to happen. She told Thoros, you shouldn't have this power. As far as we know, Melisandre's never resurrected anybody. But she thinks that she's full of shit. But when she sees Jon rise, that's it. That's Lord of Light speaking to her all over again. That is, until she sees, and then she's going to believe Jon's the one. That is, until she discovers the Night's King. However, she's not going to be the new Night's Queen. Mel is destined to become subservient to the Night's King. She will want to join him as she wanted to join Stannis, and will want to join Jon. And again, by join, I mean infect with her persuasion. But when she joins the Night's King, her power of persuasion will be supplanted by the Night's King, thereby ending the unending tide that she represents. The tide of an individual's belief that he or she is destined for greatness and is therefore superior. Superior to the wants and needs and lives of others and to morality itself, which is convincing Stannis to burn his uncle-in-law or to go fight these battles he's destined to lose, the Battle of Blackwater, or to even burn his own child alive. He's doing that partly because it's mine by right. That's what Stannis is. It's mine by right. But it's Melisandre that pushes him to that level. She persuades him to believe in himself because she has these visions that and my mom and I were talking about what we think these visions are. My mom was talking about the possibility of there being this god creature that's giving it. I think that's completely not going to happen. There are no gods, with the exception of the Night's King being an Uber Warg and Bran being an Uber Warg at the end of the series. The magic doesn't have a source. It's a part of the physics. It's the fact that it's unexplainable, not only to the people in the book series, but to us too, because that doesn't exist in our world as far as we know. That we define it as other. It has to come from somewhere, and the only thing we understand is, because we have it, is a consciousness, a persona, a character. We see a leaf fall from a tree and think, oh man, it's losing its connection to the tree. We watch a bag flow in the wind, I'm quoting NPR, and we ascribe, we personify it. It's kind of what humans do, and that's what Melisandre's doing. She, to me, is just having vivid, lucid dreams. She's having the same, or she might have some schizophrenia or some mental problem. But whatever it is, she's just having a normal vision, and she is putting value on it. That said, there is magic in these series, but it's not coming from any individual. It's just the world they live in, and they don't have an explanation for it. Neither do we. When Melisandre joins the Night's King, she will become like the White Walkers. Some semblance of free will, like the White Walkers have language and art, but ultimately she'll just be another thrall under the Night's King's dominion, which will show us, the reader, with some finality, the Night's King's apparent insurmountable ability to overcome and subdue the greatest of wills, persuasion. The Night's King's apparent insurmountable ability to overcome and subdue the greatest of will. She will join because she believes, and she will lose all that she is, and she will thank the Night's King for it. That's what I wanted to say. You want to add anything, Mama?
I would add, I like that. I would, first of all, clarify that I'm not saying it's coming from a god. Martin's made it very clear there are no gods in here. They're not showing up. They're icons for something that represents something in an ideal to live up to. Martin's an atheist, raised a Roman Catholic. That's why you've got 7, which he has said is a split off of the Roman Catholic Church. He just made it 7 icons instead of 3. There are no gods in this. And so I want to clarify that. I think it's more that Melisandre is a reflection of what she believes. You know, if she believes in the Lord of Light, she's red. If she believes in the Night's King, she might turn blue. Again, I think Melisandre's dead. I mean, she doesn't eat. She's never cold. It's very bizarre. You know, she's at least 300 years old. That was revealed by one of the cast members who... Clarice Van Houten told him that she is 300 years old. He never should have said it. But I don't know if she's dead or just ancient. But, you know, she's just reflecting her religion like most religions reflect theirs. If you're Jewish, you reflect your religion in certain ways. You believe in certain ways. If you're Catholic, you reflect the Buddhist, etc. So, you know, there are no gods. If there's anything godlike, it's whoever she follows. Now, the only thing I can say about her seeing things in the flames and the fact that she has a smoke monster that kills Renly, that's physicalized supernatural stuff. I think Martin may or may not give us an explanation for it. But I do think we have to say that if she's seeing things in the flames, it might not be too different from Theon hearing words when the wind rustles the trees. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It may be somebody giving her visions. Theon's hearing something through the Weirwood internet, right? So I'm not sure you're completely right, but we're just talking anyway, of course. Yeah. I don't know what's right. None of you all know what's right except for Martin. But I do think these things are being manifested. But anybody out there who thinks that God's going to show up, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But there is something manifest that's unexplainable in the world, which makes it wonderful, because Martin has kept us thinking and wondering. And again, you know, I think the natural world is pretty daggone godlike in and of itself. So maybe he's just commenting, as you've said, upon the physical nature of the world and how things work. I don't know.
Don't know?
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, I love you, Mama.
Love you too, darling.
Bye. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you.